Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of Unhindered Faith Motivational Monday. So glad that you are joining me today on this incredible episode. Before we jump into what we're talking about, which is the law of the ladder, and I'm excited about this one, talking about character and the importance of growing character. And we're specifically going to talk about growing it from the inside out. So you don't want to miss it. Before we jump into it, I want to talk about a new course that that I'm going to be offering on Saturday mornings from 8 to 10 a.m. through Zoom. We're going to go through John Maxwell's new book, High Road Leadership. He has taken 3 years to write this. He's released it probably in the most critical time in our culture today, but talking about how can we bring a world together that is divided, and just talking about how we can have take our leadership in who we are and lead people in a high road with character, because we have a generation that has not seen leadership lead with character. And so it's real fitting to be able to introduce this course this season, this year, but also it goes right into what we're talking about today. So thank you for joining us, and stay tuned. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and share this, and join us on this journey with Unhindered Faith. John Maxwell says character growth determines the height of your personal growth. This means that who we are on the inside, our character, is the foundation for everything we achieve on the outside. As Norman Schwarzkopf said, 99% of leadership failures are failures of character. So think about that. Most failures in leadership aren't due to a lack of skills or knowledge, but because of character flaws. I think if we were to think about leadership in our lives that have failed, it hasn't been because of their skills or ability or what got them into that position. It's based off of character. It was probably a moral or character failure that took place. So let's break this down into 3 key points, focusing on why being better on the inside than on the outside is crucial. So point number 1, the inside influences the outside. The inside influences the outside. The Bible actually says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. I love using that because even for me, sometimes I will make a comment and go, "Oh, I didn't like that comment." So it makes me go back into what's on the inside of Washili. And so first, the inside influences the outside. Our character, our values, and our integrity shape our actions and behaviors. It's like roots in a tree. If the roots are strong and deep, the tree can grow tall and withstand storms. Similarly, a strong character allows us to navigate life's challenges with resilience and grace. I live near the redwoods, and to see those giant trees that have lived hundreds of years and how big they are, how tall they are, it means that they had to have strong roots to last all weather conditions, all sorts of wind and storms, and to make it where they are. And it's the same for us today in our character. Our character has to have some deep roots in order for it to last through our culture, tough situations that we walk through, and the environments that we are in. Imagine a tree with deep roots. No matter how strong the winds or how heavy the rain, the tree stands firm. Our character is like those roots. When it's strong, we can withstand life's pressure and continue to grow. Point number 2, inside victories precede outside ones. Inside victories precede outside ones. Second, inside victories precede outside ones. When I think about this, I think about that before we can achieve great things externally, we need to win the battles internally within ourselves. This might mean overcoming doubts, fears, and bad habits. These internal victories build confidence and capability, which then translates into external ones. When coaching my son in baseball and in our team, I always tell him, you can't hit the ball unless you step into the batter's box. And the first victory that you get in baseball, and in order to score runs, which is the ultimate goal, is that you first have to get into the batter's box. The next level is when you're in the batter's box. For a batter, they teach you, they coach you that as a batter, your mind frame, your mindset, you constantly have to say to yourself, yes, 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 to a pitch to swing at. And then when you recognize that the pitch is bad, then you say no. But until then, it's always a yes. I'm going to swing at this pitch. I'm going to swing at this pitch. But the very first victory that a batter has to have is just to get out of the dugout, grab a bat, and step into the batter's box. Because if you don't, you won't have a victory on the field. The same way is within ourselves. We have to have the victory within us, getting over our fears, our doubts, how we value ourselves and devalue ourselves. We have to get over those thoughts and internal battles first in order to get into the box and actually swing the bat and hit the ball. And so our internal victories will always precede our external victories. Point number 3, our inside development is totally within our control. Our inside development is totally within our control. Our inside development, when I think about that, we might not be able to control external circumstances. In other words, people will always make choices that are outside of our control, but we have complete control over our character. This means we can choose to develop qualities like honesty, empathy, and perseverance, regardless of what happens around us. When I say this is no matter what happens in life, no matter what you go through, the past 2 years of my season in life, I've really strived in protecting my character. And no matter what happens around me, no matter what I've gone through, my character has been so valuable to me. It doesn't mean that I haven't made mistakes, because we're human and we do. And that's why I love grace, grace that Christ has shown me, and hopefully I could extend and show to others. Is this the character that we have, our integrity is priceless. That's what's going to show to everyone around us. No matter what we walk through, we can rise above. And that goes with, we have the control of how we respond. That is the law of the ladder. How are you going from the bottom step of the ladder to the next step to the next step? And that is your growth and integrity. That's what John Maxwell talks about in the law of the ladder. So what do you have control over? You have control over your growth, your development, who you're going to be despite what is happening on the external. What are you doing internally to grow and make those roots within of your integrity and character deeper and stronger? With that, shameless self-plug, I am doing a new course with John Maxwell. He talks about this in his new book, High Road Leadership. High Road Leadership. And this is an opportunity for you to take control and to develop within yourself. With this, and High Road Leadership is coming We're gonna start this. It's gonna be on Saturday mornings. I wanted to make it easy for anyone because I know our evenings are booked with family and maybe work or other things. But Saturday mornings from 8 to 10 at the very latest. If we get done sooner, we'll get done sooner. But 8 to 10, a 2-hour block on Pacific Standard Time, we are going to walk through John Maxwell's High Road Leadership. The cost, there is a cost, there is a investment into yourself, $150 plus. You need to purchase the book yourself, but we are going to break down what John Maxwell is encouraging us, bringing people together in a world that's divided. It's more important today than ever as we here in the United States, we're seeing such a divide in leadership. We're seeing people not taking a high road in leadership. And John Maxwell wants leaders to set themselves apart and being a high road leader, because we have a generation that we are raising up that has not seen leadership take high road. In other words, stand out. Leadership that they can trust. So what if we can be those leaders? This is just an opportunity to act on this point number 3, which is inside development is totally within our control. So self-plug and wanted to offer that. If you want to register, you could go to unhinderedfaith.com and register there. But if you have any questions, you can reach out to me. In conclusion, all right, let's wrap this up. In conclusion, character matters immensely. Character is above all else. It's like I said, it's priceless. It influences our actions, underpins our victories, and is something we can always work on. I want you to remember, being better on the inside than on the outside ensures long-term success and fulfillment. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me on this journey of unhindered faith as we are continuing to grow our faith, but also our character and our integrity. And if you found this video helpful, I want you to give it a thumbs up. I want you to subscribe because some of you are watching and haven't subscribed to our channel. Every little bit helps. And make sure that you share this with people that maybe are going through a season, or maybe this is a conversation that you have had with somebody. Make sure that you share this video. And thank you once again for joining us on Unhindered Faith Motivational Monday, and we will see you next time.